Hello guys, Zueljin here. Welcome back to another episode on the HermitCraft Vanilla server. We have a little bit of a mess going on today. I feel like every time I've started recording lately, it's been messy and the weather's been bad. Not in Minecraft, but outside, or we have lawnmowers or something like that. But today is, I guess, no different because we have bad weather outside. There's no lawnmowers. There was one riding around earlier. I think people use it for transportation around here. It's a bunch of hillbillies. But anyway, guys, we have done a little bit of damage to this. This is not a creeper explosion, I assure you. I'm trying to get some bearings on how I'm going to start the basement. And the more and more I look at it, it is going to be an incredibly long-winded job. So this is probably going to play over in multiple parts. But I haven't done any work yet. What I basically want to do, I'll kind of talk you guys through it. Even though we won't be concentrating on that on this episode because I'm not sure about the layout yet, but I think the best plan of action would be to level out a good portion of this into the depth that I want the house. Now, right here, I believe this is going to be the floor level, although it might go one more down. I'm not too sure. When I looked at the rest of the house, the walls are around 5 high, and I'll show it to you. They're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then they have the ceiling. And in here, they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then they have the ceiling. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start down here, and this will be the floor or the ceiling, right? And then we'll have 1, 2, and then this stair will be 3, then this stair will be 4, then this stair will be 5. So the floor will actually be underneath this stair, like so. I'll just use the dirt to represent it. So this will be the floor, and this will be the floor level. So what I'll need to do is lay out a bunch of floor on this level. Now, by extending this way, in order to get the depth that we want for the underground jungle section, I'm probably going to have to level out a little bit of this and cover up the actual tunnel that we used for the underground jungle. Now, there's going to be a section that we can look out of, so I'm thinking that I might redo a portion of this with glass. I'm really not sure how it's going to go yet, so still in the planning phases on that. This episode, guys, we're going to do something that I wanted to do a little bit that I talked about last episode. Where do I go now? Okay, so outside here, we talked a little bit about a pool house. And I think it would be so cool. A lot of you guys chimed in and talked about some designs and stuff. And I think right here, a little seating area and a barbecue grill and maybe some lounge chairs on that side is a good idea. And to break up all the gray, y'all talked about bricks. So I'm going to use that suggestion. I went to the mesa, and while there wasn't really much clay to harvest, regular clay to harvest, I did search the areas around there in the waterways, and I got a bunch of clay, and I went to the new Hermiton smeltery and made a bunch of bricks. So what I think I want to do is lay out a little foundation here. So let's go grab a crafting bench from inside. Actually, I probably should just get another crafting bench made, because I honestly don't need to take this one out. It's only 4 wood, you know. Okay, so let's bring a little crafting bench out here. Asuma and Justra were on the server. Now it's just Justra. I guess he's doing some recording. Okay. Oh, by the way, too, we updated to 14W30C. So now the block glitches that we were experiencing earlier aren't happening. This is actually a bad place for this. There we go. Okay, let's just put this over, I don't know, right here for now. Okay, so with these bricks, we probably are going to need some brick slabs because they just stretch a whole lot better like this. Okay, did I just make more slab? Yeah, I sure did. Oh well, that's not going to be the end of the world. We have plenty enough. Okay, so in order to make a decent barbecue grill, I think the best thing to do would be to go up by half slabs right here. And I thought a little bit about it. I actually looked at Corralis's grill and I wanted to do something a little different because, Oh, there was a little block lag glitch. I wanted to do something a little different. Most of what I've seen the barbecues are use like the bricks in sort of almost like a pizza oven looking deal, and they use a little trapdoor as kind of the grill portion. And not that I'm opposed to that, but I do want to use a little bit different design than the typical barbecue pit grills are. So I think what I'm going to do is set up a 2x2 area. I do need some iron blocks, I believe. I think I'm going to try it with iron. And I'm going to try it with some quartz just to give it... See, there's nothing that really emulates stainless steel. Cobble is close, I guess, and stone brick is okay too, but I put a few designs together and I really didn't like them. So I'm going to get some quartz out here just to see what it looks like. I also am going to need... Let's go ahead and grab this anvil, and let's grab some iron blocks. It's so messy right now with my little renovation that's happening. Let's see, we need some iron blocks, and we're also going to need some regular iron, and then we're probably going to need flint and steel and netherrack, which, let me just grab these two anvils as well. I don't see any flint or steel. Flint and steel, I guess I should say. There's some flint, and I already have iron. Good, that will work. Other than that, the only thing we'll need is netherrack, and I can grab a little bit of that here, and we should be good to go. Okay, so let's lay something down. I usually don't do this, but the design is not perfected. Okay, so don't trip out. I'm gonna just do a little bit on camera for you guys. So what I think would be good is that we would knock out a 2x2 section. I mean a 2x1 section right here, okay? And then we're gonna put netherrack underneath here. So this will be our base, and we'll have fire for this, all right? So we might actually change this to dispensers yet. I haven't decided. Okay, let's go ahead and make some flint and steel. And then we can kind of get our bearings the way the fire is going to work around this. So when we have fire out, we can't use anything that actually invades this block. So this is a half block, and then the block above it is well, another half block, and that's fire. So honestly, we would need to come up by 2. So if I put another half block right here, then we still can't put a grate, okay? So let's go up with an iron block on either side of this. We'll try that. Hopefully I don't burn my brick slabs. That's probably not the best idea to have fire going right here, but I just want to get the placement correct for this. Okay, so we'll have the iron blocks here, and now we need something that kind of models the iron that'll go on the outsides to where we can put our grates. So quartz works pretty good for that actually. And the grates, if I want to say, are crafted kind of like the trapdoors were. And when I say grate, I'm talking about metal trapdoors here. Okay, it's actually 4 like this. Good. And this will make 2 of the iron trapdoors. Is that what it's called? Iron trapdoors. I don't know why I call them grates. I guess because they look like grates. And when I say grates, I'm talking about like, you know, like drains or grills. Okay. So now we have a good base for our starting point. Now we need something to kind of overhang this, and something that we can also cover the fire with, because I don't like the fire exposed like this. So maybe we can do some brick stairs right here. So let's do the brick stairs. Let's make a few of those. Alright, brick stairs. And I want to put them like this in front. There we go. Okay, so now we got fire, we got the brick stairs, that's good. Now I need something that does like an overhang effect. So the only thing I could think of is upside down stairs, but again, they can't occupy this space because these iron trapdoors are actually taking up this space. So it's a little bit hard to pull off. I think if we would place, let's see, if we would place brick above this, let's see how that looks. So we got brick above this. If we did stairs so we couldn't connect it, we would probably have to come up with bricks like this, and Okay, so if we did that, let's just place this as placeholders right now. If we did that, we can do the brick stair like there and there. Okay, that actually is pretty close to what I want. Let's go ahead and cover this up, and then we'll knock these out, and I'll see where we're at. Okay, so we have an overhang. That's like the top of it. It would be better if this was like a smokestack, so let's go ahead and... What happens if I take iron, an anvil? What happens? Let's see. Okay, hold on. I want to try something here. Let's go ahead and take the anvil and place it right there. It actually stands up. Awesome. Okay, I like that. That's very good. Let's stand up another anvil. All right, so now we have kind of like what appears to be a smokestack. Juicer just earned the achievement diamonds. Congrats! Alright, so with these, I think the only way that I would be able to go up another one, this would have to be almost like a stair. So maybe this needs to turn into a stair that faces the opposite way. That way we can do something that's a little bit higher, because if we just go with another quartz slab right on top, it's just going to look like a full block, so that's not what I want. So let's go ahead and break this apart, and what I'll do, guys, is I'll finagle this a little bit more and I'll show you where we at after I sleep. So guys, couldn't end up sleeping, so I ended up working a little bit more. There was always someone online and it started to rain, and I decided to flip the design around. Instead of right here, I wanted to put it up against here, mostly because I wanted to hide some redstone back here. You see these two little grates, as I call them? I needed to make them lift up, and the only way to do that was redstone torches, and I was kind of afraid initially that it would interfere with the redstone back here, but it was far enough away on the outside to where it didn't, so it worked out really good. It was kind of hard to place it all again, but it worked out, and I'm glad I did it. So all we need to do now is take our flint and steel and light this sucker up, and then we can put the trapdoors right where they were at in the first place. And there we have it. I think I like the way it came out a lot. It seems like it needs to be a little taller here, but I did try that with some stairs and stuff, and it looked a little funny. I guess I can do that one more time just to show you guys what I was talking about. Let's take a few stairs. I also tried some combinations with quartz stairs and quartz blocks and stuff like this, and I think a little bit of brick. Hey! What the heck? I think a little bit of brick. Oh, he's hiding behind the dadgum gazebo. You sucker. Oh, man. And you made me destroy my roses? Not cool. Man. We got, like, serious casualty here. Okay. I think I had another rose somewhere in there, but I don't seem to see it anymore. I don't know. I'll fix it later. Anywho. So let's take this and put the anvils back. And you see it kind of completes it. So I can do the stairs thing right here if I really wanted to. Let's see if I can get up here. Yep. Okay. Let's take the stair right here and place it like this. And then we'll place this like that. And we can actually do that in the back too. I like it. I don't know what you guys think. If you guys like it, let me know. I'll change it back to this configuration. But right now, I think I did just like the regular old deal. So let me go ahead and take this back down. I really like the slabs instead. I think it was better. So it's flat now, and it emulates that I have like a hood vent going on here with like a smoke vent in the back. And I left the back kind of open back here so you could see that. And then I just covered this up with stairs, and I guess I could run the stairs all around, but I kind of like the way the iron goes out. Kind of like it was a built-in grill, and it's a little bit of stainless steel, even though this isn't stainless steel at all, but you get my drift. It's a little bit better than the typical pizza oven looking barbecue pits that people put together, so I'm happy with it, and I hope you guys are too. Also, I guess you've been noticing this, I took the liberty of putting a ring around it, and I thought I was going to use these nether brick fences, but when I tried, I didn't really like the way they looked. It was a little bit too red, and we have so much gray and stuff going on. I really think that another texture would work in, and somebody said, man, you really need to use some cobble, and I think they are absolutely right. So I'm going to grab some cobble, and I'm going to make some cobblestone walls, and we're going to use that as the post, and I think it'll work good. That should be enough. Yeah, let's try that. Let's see how they look. So it's going to be a little bit more built in the way it looks and connects, but that's okay. Yeah, see, that's fine. It almost looks like a portion of the grill, and I actually considered using these as portions of the grill, but instead I think I'm just going to use them right here as the corner supports, and I'm going to go ahead and add them right here as well. And we're probably going to need to add another brick right there. I think another brick half slab, just to show that the foundation was still brick. I think that does a really, really good job. So maybe some handrails now. Now, I've been thinking a little bit about handrails, and they're kind of hard to pull off, as you know, when we're using half slabs. We can do that kind of deal, which makes it a little taller. But I think anvils would probably work. I just don't know how many I have. So maybe we can take some anvils and run them across right here and see what that looks like. Let's try it. I don't know how many I have, but I can always make more. And honestly, it's not... I know the iron form is not working anymore. That's one of the drawbacks of updating to the snapshot. But I think with all the new stuff that we get to do, it's really worth it. Let's try one more here. Nothing there. I do have 4 more anvils here, so altogether that looks like it may be damaged. That's fine. Let's take these bottles out of the inventory and we'll try it with the handrails and see how that looks. I think it'll work good. Every time I see those slime blocks, y'all, I think it's creepers. I seriously do. Okay, anvil. And then we'll place the anvils. Let's see, if we place them just right on top, the handrail is a bit tall, but honestly we can run brick underneath and have like a border, and man, that is, I think I like that a lot, y'all, for handrail, because we're only gonna do it on the back, kind of like you know, a little handrail deal, kind of like a barrier to the rest of the world. And we'll have this side open. Maybe we'll only do it right here and right here, and then we'll have this whole front open for the pool area. So let's try it. Let me make some more anvils. I'm gonna put them up and I'll be right back. Alright guys, we got some more anvils built. I'm gonna go ahead and extend this all the way out, and then I'm going to run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 anvils back here, and now that makes like a nice little handrail. I do have another one that I can put here if that warrants it, just to see how that goes. Kind of like, well, it does weird unless you seal it. I don't think that would be the best idea, so we might just keep it out and just use the regular. There we go. So I think that's a good little addition to the back. It kind of draws a little bit of attention to it. I'm not too sure. Now that I think about it, it may be a little overkill. Let me try to run just another set of brick slabs right on top and see what it looks like. I keep misplacing these blocks. It almost feels like the hitboxes are different now. Actually, that does look good, but it really doesn't do justice with this anymore. Let's try regular bricks all the way up. How's that? Actually, that's a much more polished look, you guys. I think I like that a lot more. We can actually even add some iron bars back there if we wanted to. So as much as I do love the cobble pillars here, I think the brick really does a better job. It's too bad we don't have brick pillars to be able to use. We can actually take these out right here and go solid brick all the way up. It uses more bricks than I wanted to, but you can't win them all. And I would rather use this because it does look better. So yeah, that's a much more polished look off in the back. We can actually take a little bit of this brick floor maybe and change it to something, I don't know, but I think it would be better if we used something to maybe go around the ceiling and the roof, maybe a little bit of wood mixed in. I'm gonna try a few roof designs, you guys, and I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, so in the spirit of the rest of the smooth stone around, I tried the smooth stone and I liked the way it looked a lot better than the oak. Unfortunately, the oak was also burning due to the fire that's right here. The range on that fire is just so ridiculous. It was literally on this level and it was still catching fire. So I'm not too sure about fire ticks. I've never really looked at the science behind them, but I know they're interesting. I also tried a lot of fences in this section right here, and I don't really like the way they look just due to the fact that this is on the half slab. If we just place them right there, they stand up too low. They stand up too high above that, and if I put another brick slab, it just looks a little bit too thick. So I decided that I'm not going to do that. I may hang some vines on the back and see how that looks, or I may just do maybe a potted plant here or there. I also tried the iron fence and kind of the same thing with the regular fence. It just looked a little weird. So I am really happy with this. I just need to install a little bit of lighting, and I think I'm gonna do this. Let's see, in 1 2 3 we'll do one right here, and then 1 2 3 and we'll do one right here, and that should be close to adequate. I guess we might have to change the range on that. Let's see. Yeah, that's probably a little bit too close together for my liking. We'll just put the stones back, and let's see, we'll probably just take these out and then break these, and that should be good for lighting. Let's go ahead and add this, and they'll just kind of stick out a little bit, but that's okay. And on top we're gonna go and put a few of the levers that I have here with me. Let's see, can I ender pearl up here? Probably yes. There we go. And I'll just put the levers up here for now. I might have to change this configuration a little bit in order to hide these guys, but I think it'll work out okay. No, not a torch, levers. You won't be able to see it from the bottom anyway, so it should be good. And if worse comes to worse, I can always hide them. Ideally, I'd like to have sea lanterns in there. I think the sea lanterns would look fantastic, but I don't have any yet, but we're gonna get some pretty soon. Suma and DMAC went to gather some, so they should be selling them relatively soon, and I've been saving up for some. So I think the pavilion is finished, you guys. Maybe a little touch up here and there with some plants and stuff. I really hope you guys like the design, and why don't y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments below. I know y'all will anyway, but I really love to hear from you guys and see what y'all think about the builds. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off, and we'll see you next time.